Grand Risings, beautiful souls, and welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I am your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? So the sun is now at 2 degrees of Pisces and is working into a trine with White Moon Selena, okay? And Mercury is now at 11 degrees of Pisces and in an exact square with Jupiter, okay? So there could be a lot of miscommunication today. There could also be fated conversations that take place. Now, what I find interesting is that rumor has it that Kash Patel is actually going to get the final vote to be the FBI director today. And so, with this square with Jupiter and Mercury, I do feel that once that happens, there's going to be a lot of breaking news, specifically with what Jupiter has been bringing to light in Gemini, okay? And keep in mind, Mercury's going to be moving a little bit closer to Saturn and is going to be activating this grand water trine. So, with the moon at the final degrees of Scorpio in a trine with Neptune and the North Node, conjunct Juno, okay, because Juno is now ingressed into 0 degrees of Sagittarius, okay? There's going to be a lot of fated things that are happening with the water, specifically with this moon in Scorpio. I woke up and there was military ships getting stationed in the ocean. So, guys, specifically as Mercury gets closer to this trine with Saturn and Mars, y'all can see Saturn is now out of that exact trine with Mars. It's a 2-degree orb, still in a trine with Poseidon, okay? There's going to be a lot that's brought to the light. Specifically, okay, with the wounded masculine, Chiron at 20 degrees, within a 3-degree orb of that square with Mars, okay? So, remember love, remember peace, okay? Because we still have a lot of energy connected to, I'm gonna burn this shit to the ground, because we have the moon at 29 degrees, we have Lilith at 29 degrees, and then we have Neptune at 28 degrees conjunct the nodes. So there will be fated things that take place. You just want to make sure that you're seeing things clearly, specifically with this Neptune at the final degrees of Pisces. This is where propaganda is huge. And those of you that are on my TikTok, you all have already seen some of the things that I have pointed out, specifically with the birds that have been falling from the sky. That's going to be some of the propaganda that's going on. So keep your head on a swivel, all right? Now, great ways that we can work with this energy, specifically, okay, with Chiron working out of that square with Mars. There's going to be a lot of revelations specifically connected to healing. One of the things that I discovered specifically yesterday morning was the fact that when I spoke about the heavy metal detox and used those hashtags, those videos were suppressed instantly, okay? Now, I got that soak from Mom TikTok, and that specifically is being used to help children that have suffered injuries and are nonverbal. And moms have been kind of leading the way with this, right? Looking for anything possible to help heal their children specifically because they were not properly informed of the risk, okay? And they're finding that that actually helps their kids. They're going from nonverbal to actually being able to then start communicating, okay? And specifically, I want to talk about the nodes. When we are able to tap into things that are truly of benefit for humanity, when it comes to healing, okay, the highest vibration of Pisces and Virgo is going to be the shamanic walk. It's going to be clean eating. It's going to be big pharma actually providing things that are going to be good for humanity and not the opposite. So we're going to see a lot of this actually brought to light, specifically with the nodes here in Virgo and Pisces. Now Uranus is still in a trine with the South Node, okay? So with that, there could be unexpected things that come up. Kind of like when I did my detox soak and having red places come up all over me, right? That just kind of happened suddenly. I wasn't expecting it. And that's kind of the energy of that trine with Uranus and the South Node in Virgo. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on healing. What works for humanity? Because what works for me isn't necessarily going to be what works for the next person. However, we should have freedom to choose what's truly best for us, and instead of being forced to fit in a box, because that's kind of the resistance that's going on. People are at a point that they're like, hey, we all don't fit in a box. This doesn't work for me. There needs to be change, and change is coming. And specifically, change is going to be coming as soon as cash is sworn in. So you all get ready for this, all right? Venus is now at 9 degrees. Keep in mind, she's going to move up to 10 degrees and stop to get ready for her retrograde at the 1st of March, okay? Venus in Aries can be all about self. I want, I need, I will have, I'm gonna go get, I, okay? And Venus is not afraid to go after the things that she wants in Aries. And it can almost be a little hot-headed. And as you can see, we're now out of that square with White Moon Selena, really in that 4-degree orb. So there's not going to be as much conflict or resistance when it comes to the feminine truly leading the way, all right? The feminine energy is what's kind of moving things forward to be brought to light, okay? Feminine leads the way, period. Feminine connects to the divine, okay? Masculine grounds that in, all right? So, Pluto is almost out of that square with Lilith. Now, Lilith is going to retrograde back a little bit more. Keep in mind, Lilith is in Libra, bringing all of this darkness to light. So, a little bit later this afternoon, a little bit later this morning, we're going to have the moon ingress into Sag. This is where I feel a lot of things that's been hidden within our military industrial complex is going to be brought to light. And this is lining straight up with Kash Patel being sworn in today. Okay, so you all hold the line and be prepared for unexpected revelations to come up to the surface. All right, guys. I love you all. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will be back for another update tomorrow. Bye.